don't know what I've been through to find you. You'll have to trust me.
I'm waking up.
Do you pity the humans?
I miss everything about her. I gotta know. Is Melanie in there?
This is war.
So, Saoirse, I have to say, I had the pleasure of actually chatting with your co-stars probably like 6 months ago, and they filled me in on how you brought these two characters to life. And they told me that you actually had a earpiece in your ear where you were listening to Melanie when you were playing Wanda, and you nailed it. It was extraordinary. I have no idea how you did this, but I would love to hear, you know, for you, what was it like having this challenge as an actor?
I really enjoyed it. It was a big draw for me to get to play two different characters in the one film. And I was wondering how they were going to bring that onto screen, how they were going to show the journey that they're both taking here within the one body, you know? So basically, I mean, like getting to do scenes with myself and listening to dialogue that I had pre-recorded and trying to react to that and stuff like that was really good fun. It was just like talking to yourself.
Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah, I couldn't
know?
imagine that ever happening again, so.
And I definitely noticed some little intricacies about the different characters.
Good.
What did you have planned, or what do you hope that people notice? I noticed the accents, for example, are different.
The accents, yeah. The way they hold themselves is different as well. I hope you can see that on screen, like the physicality of them, and posture I think is something that's always very important for a character, how they hold themselves, how they walk, things like that. Wanda's very kind of composed and more ladylike, and just out of necessity really, Melanie has become a real fighter and somebody who's had to run from place to place, so that kind of reflects how they hold themselves as well.
Exactly. So let's get down to real talk. What all of our viewers want to know is,
it's the boys,
you have
right?
the dream job. Of course, you had to kiss two boys in this movie.
It was terrible.
It was terrible. What was it really like? Because I know this was actually your first romantic role, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was the first one where the romance was really the focus of the story. I've done scenes like that before, but it's never been such a massive part of the story. So it was fine. I mean, I had met the guys before, like a few years ago, so I knew them already. And I was lucky because we all get on really well and we're very comfortable with each other. So it's always going to be uncomfortable on that very first take, but then you kind of just have to get over it. And
another day at the office.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, especially with Max, we had a lot of that to do together. So after a while, it was just like, you know, another scene, really.
Yeah. We have a big young female teenage viewership who are such big fans of this book, who I'm sure you've heard from on Twitter and just out and about. What's it been like sort of stepping into this role and having that fan base?
It's been exciting, you know. I mean, they're all really lovely people as well. The ones that I've met, they've been very positive about it being made into a film and all of us being cast in it and all that kind of stuff. And I think with a film like this and with Stephanie's books, the fans really are so important, and they've really created the buzz around this film. I mean, it's because of them, and so it's nice to hear that they've responded in such a positive way to it. So.
Breaking in, shaping up.
We find her, we find the resistance.
She could bring a whole army down on our heads.
You don't know what I've been through to find you. You'll have to trust me.
I'm waking up.
Do you pity the humans?
I miss everything about her. I gotta know. Is Melanie in there?